Hello, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre. We're going to start the show off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Whatty up, boss? Welcome to the Mac City Morning Show.
Hey everybody, Keith Simpson here from Untitled. We support the Oil Barons. We've joined the drive-in movie theater. We're involved in the marathon here in Fort McMurray, and that's what makes this community such an amazing place to live.
And we're back. Now, before we get started, Tanner, you were playing with some buttons there. What were you up to?
There's a buzz.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Okay. The other thing that messed me up is usually you sit over there.
Yeah.
And so I was looking over there to get the cue to start.
Yeah.
And then I caught it out of the this side to be like, oh man, I'm supposed to start. So if you saw a pause at home, that's because me and Tanner obviously are on a new set and we don't know how the cues are working with ourselves yet.
We're still learning.
Still learning. So on that note, big shout out to Noral Toyota, Keith Fat Nimmer, and all the boys and girls there for being our title sponsor. We do appreciate your support. On with the show. Now, as you know, I don't introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than myself. So on that note, please reintroduce yourself to the people at home.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lyndsay Hretsina. I currently live here in Fort McMurray. I'm originally from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I am a heavy equipment operator at Fort McKay, and my side hustle is I'm a DJ.
Okay.
Go by a DJ named Sassafras.
There we go. So let's start off with the DJing because this is not going to air before your show, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you have a show coming up.
Yeah, one of them. So I guess, tomorrow I'll be playing at Patty's. It's just going to be a regular Saturday night dance party. And then following that, I am doing a Twisted Circus performance. My husband and I will be DJing for that party. And then after that, we've got another party planned. It's kind of a kickoff to summer, end of school party at Patty's as well. So that'll be June 24th at Patty's.
So when is this Twisted Circus? What's that? Where is it? What's Twisted Circus?
So
is that Dennis Neefen's thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Yes.
I'm embarrassed.
It's-
Please explain to
it's
everybody at home.
It's okay. So Brand Connect is putting on a Twisted Circus party.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a mashup of a burlesque / cabaret masquerade party.
Right.
Yes.
And when's this going down? What date?
That one is April 29th.
Okay.
Yeah, April 29th, and it's going to be happening at the old trampoline park in town.
I don't know where that is because I never went, but okay, it's downtown somewhere.
It's downtown. It's over near where Town Hall was, across
yeah.
behind there, or
Oh, yeah.
I guess in front, depending on how you look at it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the old trampoline park, it's since been kind of cleared out,
Right.
and
Right.
he's renting the space.
Okay,
So
very cool.
it is gonna be amazing.
So what type of music would you be DJing at a party like that?
Well, my husband and I we're gonna battle together. So it'll be a little bit of myself, a little bit of him.
Okay.
And then we're going to kind of play together. And when we play together, we like to go by, we kind of call ourselves like couples counseling.
Okay.
Because it's good couples counseling when you're playing together.
Okay.
It's good therapy.
Are you guys going to be playing on the same deck?
No, yeah, same deck. So same deck, different computers.
Okay.
And, we both are kind of getting our music together for it. And then we have time before that to kind of, see if it's going to mesh well and collaborate and make
Right.
sure everything goes. But any show we ever do, we have like a set in mind, but then when you get out there, of course, you're going to be throwing in songs that
Right.
you can tell like work well together, or you always kind of think on the spot, or just whatever the audience wants as well. So,
Right.
but it's going
Right.
to be mashups of old music with new stuff, and then of course like a lot of newer music.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be throwing in some bangers and just
Okay.
kind of getting the party going. But
All right.
there's also a brass band. So a brass band is actually going to be opening
Like
for us. Yeah, I think it's a 5-piece. I'm not entirely sure because I'm,
Okay.
didn't book it. But
Yeah, okay.
yeah, but there's going to be
Interesting.
a brass band opening. There's going to be a company of performers coming up from Edmonton who are in that kind of cabaret style of performing where they do the silks and hoops
Okay.
and all that
okay.
kind of circus-esque, stuff.
Right.
So they're going to be performing early on in the night, and then there's going to be a brass band, and then we're going to follow and end the night with just like dance music that will hopefully, get everybody on the dance floor. So.
Right on. Very
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so now tomorrow when you're playing at Patty's, what type of music do you think you'll be playing?
Tomorrow, again, it's just going to be a mix-up of dance music, old music from the early 2000s with some music, that's, I guess, popular right now.
Right.
And just I don't know. I have music in mind, and I have all these sets, that I think I'm going to play. And then when I get out there, I just have to read the crowd and know what everybody's enjoying and then kind of go off their energy.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but definitely in this town, everybody loves that like early 2000s mix. And,
Okay. There you go.
Stuff like that.
Well, me and
so.
Tanner, we're talking about rap music today,
Oh yeah.
and how when it was coming out for me, it was brand new.
Rap music, brand new to you?
Yeah, like
Really?
certain bands. Like I remember when Snoop dropped his first album. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was there. Like
Yeah.
it was a tangible, real life thing. Or we were talking about when I heard "Feel Me Flow" by Naughty by Nature. How my friend Josh Fury came over with his Sony Walkman,
Yeah.
and he had like the headphone adapter that split, and he's just like, "You won't believe what I just stole from my brother. You need to listen to this."
On a Walkman.
On a Walkman, and just
I
being
had
like,
the cassette, so
just our minds blown.
yeah.
But now rap is so mainstream that
Yes.
like, but then me and Tanner, what was the event we went to called?
The rave
Yeah,
that we there was no name. The headliner was Flatland Funk.
but who was
No, I love him. He's from Saskatoon.
yeah, but who was the guy
Yeah.
that I met?
Oh, Hunty.
Hunty,
Okay.
dude. This
Yeah. Shout out Hunty. Hunty claps ass on all social medias.
there
There
we
you
go.
go. Yeah.
Like,
Well, shout out Flatland Funk because he's from my hometown, Saskatchewan.
Okay.
So,
like
yeah.
this
unreal.
guy dropped a beat, and how he constructed it, I haven't heard, and I got excited about it because it was just like when I started hearing bass for the first time on some of these rap songs. You just never heard bass like that before.
Yeah.
So we went, and Tanner introduced me to the guy. Very cool young guy, like
Okay.
very young.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah, he's from Edmonton.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hunty.
So Hunty, Zolly, Extra Sensory opened for Flatland Funk at Jasper on Station in Edmonton on Friday.
Nice.
So
It was a good show.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
nice. I'm gonna have to
fantastic.
check him out then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunty.
yeah,
Hunty,
Big
yeah.
shout out. You got to tell him to watch this show.
Oh,
He said
100%. I'm gonna
he
send
said
it
his
to him.
name a bunch of times.
Yeah,
But
no doubt.
yeah, he is. All the artists that performed were really good, but the headliner was very good. But him, for me personally, he had the best set
Yeah.
of the evening.
Memorable.
So, yeah. But
Yeah.
like that kind of music, well, me and Tanner, it's Tanner's dream child, not mine. We are trying to put together a concert, aka a rave in Fort McMurray. So we're working through some ideas and some concepts. But
Okay.
I think people in Fort McMurray would be into that type of music. It's not the norm because, like you
Yeah.
said, early 2000s. That's what hits
Well,
here. But
It's been done in Fort Mac.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I first moved here,
Okay.
another good friend of mine, Chad Rice, he threw a rave here in town.
where at?
Yeah. It was at now Center Fireplace, but
It's
it was
Pulse
at
Festival.
Casman. Yeah, Pulse.
yeah.
He did Pulse.
And that Flatland played there
And
too.
Flatland was the headliner.
Were you at this
Yeah,
event?
I went
Yeah, we were
both
all
years.
there. That's where like pretty much we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
So,
So-
roughly how many people showed up to that event?
It was.
The first one probably like 300-400, but then
Yeah.
like the second year probably like 75 to 100.
Oh,
It wasn't very many.
and in that venue, that is like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like you need, like we
It was
went
a high liability.
high liability, and
Yeah.
you like for something that's new, start off a little bit
Small.
smaller,
Yeah, for
and then like
sure.
because 75 people, that's a lot of people
Yeah.
in the right type of venue.
Yes, yeah.
Like if I was doing public speaking and I was like, yeah, I'm doing public speaking, and 75 people locally showed up, I'd be like, great.
I've had house
turnout.
parties with 75 people in my house.
See, that's the like you need, and that's
Yeah.
what me and Tanner were talking about. You don't. We're not saying we need somebody to volunteer their home, but
Well,
maybe. But that would be like an appropriate size, or like a bar. And this one is a little bit too small, but like it used to be called Jaguar Lounge. What's it called now? OT's or
Changeover.
Changeover in Dickinsfield. Have you ever been
oh
to?
yeah, short change.
Short
Short
change.
Change.
Yeah, short change.
There we go.
Yeah,
Like that is
Yeah.
a little bit too small.
could be yes.
But
yes.
if you started off
There's a
like
few venues like
Yeah.
we had talked about doing a party down in Live, like back when, right?
Oh, in the bottom of the keg.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
great venue area. The sound is nice in there. It's small enough. Like if you get, 100, 150,
Yeah,
that kind of number, and with your equipment and stuff, that's like an intimate setting.
that's right.
Plus, they have everything there.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what's happened with that space because the flood. Obviously, the flood kind of messed up a lot of businesses and basements sort of areas.
Yeah,
So,
they might have had flood, like knock the sewage back up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
lots of pipes, kind of
Yeah.
piping problems and things like that. So it
Right.
really messed up the equipment.
Yeah.
But back when, oh my goodness, Troy was running it. Troy was there. We had talked to him about renting out the space and doing like our own little kind of rave party in there.
Right.
Yeah, and then the flood happened. So not entirely sure what it's like now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there are some venues around town that
Mm-hmm.
I've looked into renting to do like some sort of intimate party with like 100, 150 people.
Right.
The only thing too is that sound, like noise restrictions
That's
are
right.
11 p.m. for quite a few. So depends what
Oh.
depends what you're looking for and where you're gonna go. But
Yeah.
there's a few other ones that are slightly outside of Fort McMurray that you could rent and do like kind of a weekend thing. So
That's like
that would be fun.
That would be fun, but you'd have to that's a lot of coordination.
could be, but it just if you get the right people,
Yeah.
and, to come out there. And
My thing is, especially like Tanner's only introduced me when Tanner first said, "Hey man, need to go to a rave with me." I was just like, I don't know, bro. Like I'm older, and
Yeah.
like I've always wanted to go,
yeah,
but like they're so hard to get to, like
well, that's the
Edmonton or
thing,
Calgary,
like,
right? So I'm like,
yeah.
we're gonna have to make like a thing out of this.
yes.
So then he took me to one, and then I was just like, oh yeah, this is a thing. We're going to more of these.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
but now you got to go, like the closest you can go is Edmonton,
I know.
and then
Yeah.
Edmonton doesn't even have that many. So then you got to go to Calgary, which has more often.
No,
But
Edmonton
that in
has
itself-
more than Calgary.
Yeah?
Edmonton has way more than Calgary.
Edmonton has more than Calgary, but
yeah.
Edmonton shows are usually smaller, more intimate. So you get like
Right.
very often you
Edmonton's way
get
better.
bar shows and things like that. But like the bigger, like to fill out like a Union or a Palace,
Right.
especially for like the music that we listen to, is
Yeah.
Calgary puts on consistently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the thing me and Tanner are kicking around is a festival for this summer.
Ooh.
Or three.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
throwing down. There's no way I'm going to 3,
No,
but
you
just
no, we're trying to meet in the middle at 2.
yeah.
Right on. Which
so
ones are you thinking of going to?
You got to give the names of these
So
ones.
Bombfest, Shambhala, Ever After, and Chasing Summer, the four
Oh
that
yeah,
were.
for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll
those
see.
are musts. If you
Well,
haven't been, you gotta go.
I've never been. I've never been to any type of
yeah,
festival.
well then you gotta pull the
So,
pin and just do it.
The one that I think there's 2 that in my head are the ones that I would probably pick. The one is what's the one at the end of the month in Vancouver
In Vancouver.
or
and
in BC? Sorry.
in BC is Shambhala,
yeah.
and that's the end of July.
And then what's
Yes.
the other one? When I say in the summer, end of that month. Then at the one in Toronto, what's that one called?
That's Ever After.
So those are the
Yeah.
2 that I'm looking at to be like based on the music, based on the vibe. I'm
Yes.
like, okay, those 2 are the 2 top ones. Now, if the dates work out, we'll see. It's yet to be
Yeah.
seen.
Shambhala is like amazing. It's amazing vibe. Plus, anyone of any age can go,
Right.
and it has so many different artists. So you could just walk the festival.
That's right.
Find your vibe. Find
Yeah.
your people.
Yeah.
And then just hang out. Like
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
Tanner. We
it's
were talking
nice.
about that. All right, Tanner just hit me with because this is a random show, so we'll just jump right into it. Tanner just hit me with the fact that he's ready for the Mac City Minute. But before we get started, big shout out to MIB, the moving company here in town. They helped us move into this office. True professionals. We love them. So big shout out to MIB. Thank you for sponsoring the Mac City Minute and moving all our stuff to the new location. Tanner, hit her with the Mac City Minute.
Alrighty, question number 1. What is your favorite song to play at a show?
right now, it's gonna be Martin Hoger. I believe in me.
Question number 2. What is your dream venue that you would like to play?
That's a hard one. Probably Shambhala. I don't know if it'll ever make it that far, but that would be a venue that would be fun to play at.
Question number 3. Jeez. What is one artist people would be shocked to find out you listen to?
An artist shocked that I listen to? Oh boy. I don't know. That's a hard one. Yeah, I'm kind of all over with my artist selection, so above and beyond. Because I listen to a lot of hard music, but at
It's
the
above
same
and beyond. You got to Tanner.
or Odessa. I love Odessa, and I love
They're like
Above and
lighthouse
Beyond.
music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
lighthouse tech, but
Okay.
very not quite trancy, but
Okay.
yeah.
Question number 4 for real. What is one song that inspired you to make music?
Oh man, that's
Hit him with the
so many,
questions,
right? To make, I don't make music, like I don't produce music, so,
Yeah.
but I guess just to kind of like play music, I don't know. It would have started when I was really, really young. Can I say a DJ instead?
An artist.
An artist would have been Chris Shepherd. I mean, listening to Chris Shepherd, I think we talked about that last interview. That was
Yeah.
my big inspiration, that he's on the radio, and I was like, wow, like I just want to play music for everybody, and I just like watching everyone have a good time. So, yeah, big inspiration to me.
And your final question, what is your favorite show that you've ever gotten to play?
To date? Oh, wow. I guess, okay, so there's a lot, but the latest one would have been at Patty's, only because I'm playing all the music that had huge, I guess, moments in my life. So playing that late 90s, early 2000s party in February that I did at Patty's. I kid you not, when the crowd started singing the songs and everybody knows the words, and it's been so long since we've been able to like be together because of COVID and stuff, my heart was so full that I had tears in my eyes, and I almost missed my cue points because I was so excited about the energy in the house.
Yeah.
And even there was songs that I played that maybe, you think like 25% might know, but I just want to play it because it's a good song. But everybody knows it, and then you get filled with that joy.
Okay.
So that one really was, that show at Patty's in February for me was my best performance yet. So, yeah.
And those have been your 5 questions.
There you go.
Those
So
were hard.
yeah. So listen,
Yeah.
Tanner. This is me and Tanner's segment for a second here. Are you fumbling as much as I am right now with this new space?
100%, yeah.
It's messing me up.
Yeah.
And in a good way. I like it. It's like it's a little bit more challenging.
Reminiscent of day one.
That's right. You know what I like about this new spot? So you know what the old studio looked like, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so Tanner was always in that corner. So
Yeah, and a
I
little
think,
bit of ways away.
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
I think the guest could more see what he was up to. I could never see what Tanner was doing in the background. Like I'd literally have to like go like that, and it'd be
Yeah.
distracting to the guest. So now Tanner is there,
Right.
and so I'm seeing all of the shenanigans that he gets up to, and it's awesome to see it. But I'm just like, wow, this guy is a multitasker.
Right.
You finally realized how lazy of an employee you hired, eh?
Well, no, the exact opposite. I'm just like, how is this kid doing all of this? I'm not going to give away to people at home what's happening behind the scenes, but the fact that he's producing this show in live time, coming up with those questions in live time, and doing all of the randomness that he's doing in live time is actually awe-inspiring, I'm going to say.
Laziness is just another word for efficient.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Tanner hit the watch a few minutes ago. That means we're out of time right now.
Wow,
So
that goes quick.
it does, but before we
Yeah.
cut you loose, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So we have the mics, the camera, and the lights. Have fun.
All right, people. Well, there's still tickets available to Twisted Circus coming April 29th. Again, it'll be at the old trampoline park. Get your tickets on Brand Connect through Facebook. If not, follow me on Instagram. My name's DJ Sassafras. And also, if you're a musician as well or a performer, if you want to promote your band and music, you can go on to barsandbands.com. This is my friend's business, and he can help promote your band or yourself. And I guess that's it. And a shout out to, I guess, my husband and everybody else and all the support that I've had in Fort McMurray. Thank you so much, and I love you all. Peace, love, and keep it going.
There we go. So now, Tanner, because we're new here, what camera am I looking at for the outro?
I got bad news.
Yeah.
You got no camera to look at for the outro.
They're all dead?
No, hers isn't.
Okay, so everybody, you can't see me, so you can see her. But thanks for tuning in to the Mac City Morning Show. We are trying to make it work on the new set. I love it. Big shout out to our sponsors, Noral Toyota and MIB for the segments today. We really appreciate your help. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hopefully everybody having a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
What a deadly old way to end another morning show. Later, boys.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.